hello to over 200 of you! Guess what? I'm back with another story time reaction video. I don't think this channel needs much of an introduction, as I have already introduced it twice, but here goes. My Story Animated, a channel that has improved in quality in terms of animation, but remains to have the wackiest stories imaginable. Reaction videos to their stories were popular several years ago, and I am here to bring that trend back. Kind of. Someone recommended for me to react to one of their literal series, which is probably a recent thing because I never remembered MSA doing this. Ever. I discovered that there's a series called Consisters. It piqued my interest a bit, low-key. I'm sure it'll also make me facepalm quite a number of times, but this should be fun. The thumbnail shows 4 girls, but watch as it's all fake. All their stories' thumbnails are.
When the music kicked off and everyone started dancing, I escaped to the garden for some fresh air.
Whoa. No introduction?
As I sat down by the fountain and sighed, a soft object hit me squarely in the face.
We're just diving into it? Okay then.
Then someone in black jumped down from the tree above me.
Brought your favorite cheeseburger.
Too much is happening. What?
Wait, are you dressed up like Catwoman?
Yeah, it's been my look for weeks now. 1, it shows off my
fantastic figure, which is a service to humanity.
2, every vigilante hero needs a costume, and I've always found Catwoman classy.
Is this Catwoman's weird cousin's backstory or what?
Vigilante hero? You basically rob people.
Yeah, like Robin Hood, stealing from the rich and giving to the poor.
You steal for yourself.
I am the poor.
Well, can't argue with that.
And what's all this you nonsense? Last time I checked, we were a team. But sis, what's taking so long with this mission?
It's not that simple.
So, I'm assuming that these are supposed to be the Consisters? Essentially, they just rob rich people or something along those lines?
You make this rich dude fall for you, get access to his vault, steal the painting, and we run off to Bora Bora.
These people with random ass expensive paintings. They're always the weirdest ones too. Like, would you buy this for over $46 million? Or this for $139 million? I know, there are some people who would really like both. Somehow. But for that much money, I'll pass.
Are you having trouble making him fall for you? Maybe he hates your eyebrows. I don't know, but I feel like punching you in the face every time I see your eyebrows.
Her eyebrows are the same as yours, Dumbo.
Shut up, Em. Everything's going fine.
Okay, but hurry up. This catsuit is giving me a butt rash, even though I use baby powder under it.
Maybe it's because you haven't washed the suit in weeks if you've been wearing it all this time? Also, I don't mean to be super critical of this woman, but she already seems like she's going to be a bit.
You're a con artist, not a cat burglar, and of course I'm looking forward to it. You should go before you blow my cover. And thanks for the burger.
It's not a gift, duh. You're gonna pay me back. I've noted it in my diary.
But as I turned away, I felt troubled. The problem wasn't about making this rich guy I had to rob fall for me. He already had. The problem was, I'd fallen for him too.
This story's already off to a weird start. Whatever could happen now? Definitely not a sister versus crush story. No, definitely not.
Hi, I'm Claire, originally from Connecticut. And yes, you might have heard some fun words being used for me.
No, we have no idea who you are. But you seem to appear in a jail cell, so that explains a lot already.
My mother was born into what she always called old money, which basically means her family had been rich for a long time and their wealth was passed down generations. Unfortunately, it skipped our generation.
Well, that sucks. Not surprised though.
Apparently, my dad was extremely charming and swept Mom off her feet when she was just 20. She married him against her parents' wishes and they cut her off from their wealth. Then, 2 years later, Mom gave birth to twins, Dad met another woman, and he abandoned us. At least he left us the house in a nice neighborhood.
Are you kidding me? You marry a man while risking everything and he just ends up leaving? Nah, man, that's why you shouldn't marry too early.
But my grandparents refused to help Mom out and said she had to live with her decisions.
I mean, to be fair to the mom, she was so young when she married. They could have done more to try to persuade her out of it, but the grandparents seem like they're strict anyway. Rich people with their marriage expectations. Ay, ay, ay.
Mom, how are you feeling now?
Like my organs are shutting down one by one.
Yikes, maybe go see a doctor then. That can't be good.
Here's some chicken soup.
There's no chicken in it.
Well, you asked for chicken soup when there was no chickens in the fridge.
So I guess we all have to use our imaginations, don't we?
What a sassy one. Look, I can imagine many things, but it only goes so far. If a chicken soup has no chicken, there's just not enough flavor.
Oh, the soup at my parents' house always had chunks of chicken and big fat prawns. What has life come to now? I was raised as a creature of luxury. I'm like that fairy tale princess who couldn't sleep because of a single pea under her mattress.
Oh no!
Whatever will you do now?
How can one survive without jewelry and shoes and with a pea under their mattress? Mission impossible!
So you say, but there's a bunch of sharp pebbles under your mattress and you sleep like a log and snore like a bear.
What? How could you put pebbles? I do not snore. Leave me to decompose, please.
Did this woman have too much to drink? She's fully dressed with messy hair and the red face too. Maybe that's why she feels terrible too.
My sister Meredith and I were twins, but we looked nothing alike. With her soft blonde hair and big baby blues, she looked like the kind of sweet soul who saved kittens from trees, helped old people across the road, and sang to birds.
Literal Apple White here. For those who know Ever After High, do you agree?
She didn't look like she had an ounce of evil in her, which wasn't true, like at all. From an early age, it was clear to me and Meredith that we had to be resourceful for money. I started doing odd jobs for our rich neighbors in the 8th grade, like raking their gardens, walking their dogs, and babysitting their kids. But Meredith was always finding more creative ways, like taking stupid boys in her class on paid exclusive tours to an alien site she'd discovered in the nearby forest.
If people are stupid enough to sign up for that, they deserve to get scammed. I'm sorry, but not sorry. The parents should have said no.
Or selling youth water to high school girls, claiming she'd traveled far to the Fountain of Youth over summer break and had a limited supply. They actually thought she was telling the truth because it tasted different.
Again, the same point of mine repeats. Just buy Voss or something, I don't know.
People eventually caught on and stopped buying from her, and that's when she started stealing from me. But whenever I'd confront her, she'd throw a tantrum and deny it like I'd accused her of killing someone.
Bad idea to steal from your siblings. They will almost find out immediately.
So the next time, I hid money in my diary and made my latest entry. Dear Diary, guess what? What? When Mom took Meredith to the hospital for her sore throat the other day, the doctors made a shocking discovery. Meredith has a rare, incurable disease. She only has a few more months with us. We've decided not to tell her so she isn't scared and lives the rest of her short life in peace. Yes, I'm sad, but not that much because my baby sister is going to a better place and leaving me all her stuff.
Damn, that's a bit brutal, isn't it? Imagine she actually thought that way too.
I knew my trick had worked when Meredith came down one morning with swollen eyes. When Mom asked her what was wrong, she burst into tears about her incurable disease.
Where would you get an idea like that?
Yes, Meredith.
Please, tell Mom where you got this idea from.
You wrote it in your... Oh, wait, you chubby witch! You made me believe I was dying!
Meredith lunged at me and we went rolling all over the kitchen floor. But she ended up getting grounded for a month for stealing and invading my privacy.
Yeah, but this makes me be more on Meredith's side, even though she becomes a bitch later. That was just too brutal, shaking my head.
Soon started missing her at dinner time though. So late one night, I snuck into her room with ice cream to find her playing darts with my face as the target.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm sorry you're stuck here, but you did steal from me. I know we don't have a lot right now, but we'll work hard and make money in the future.
If only it was that easy. I guess that's all we can do though, in the grand scheme of things.
But the future is in the future. What do I do now when I need money for mascara and gummy bears?
I don't know, girl. Ask your mom or something. Do gummy bears even cost that much?
Maybe we can think of some business idea.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
She pulled out a box from under her bed, full of t-shirts.
She seemed a bit too prepared for that question.
So you know my friend George, the next door gardener's nephew? Apparently he volunteers at a mental institution every weekend.
The owners got t-shirts made from all the patients, but they refused to wear them, blah, blah. So now the mental place has hundreds of these lying in storage. George said he can score them for me, and we could have our own t-shirt range.
That's, interesting. I guess nothing is out of the question when it comes to making money, eh?
Look, here's one I made for myself.
I want to go to Bora Bora, but I'm Bora. Please help me.
Yo, hashtag relatable moment.
I'm very serious, actually. I'm gonna live in Bora Bora one day. So, are we selling these t-shirts?
I'm in. Meredith didn't have the best reputation in our neighborhood or school to sell things, so we decided to hit the other end of town and set up a t-shirt stall outside a private school.
Yeah, but what if the people from that one side of town visit the other side? I'm sure it wouldn't be hard for them to do with their Lamborghinis and Bugattis and whatnot.
We started setting up shop at different locations, and one day as we were heading home, Meredith suddenly said she had to pee really badly. So we walked up to the closest house to ask if they'd let us use the bathroom.
Why was that part made to be very dramatic? Listen to the background music here.
As we were heading home, Meredith suddenly said she had to pee really badly.
Like, what? We all pee every day. I don't think we get sad over it.
We rang the bell, but no one seemed to be home. I was peeking in through the window when suddenly I turned around to see Meredith already crawling halfway through one.
Bruh, is that really necessary? Just go to a different house.
Are you crazy? That's breaking and entering!
I'll kick in your face so hard that you'll need plastic surgery.
Which we don't have money for. If you don't want to be ugly for the rest of your life, let me pee.
Oh my god. This sister's just beyond crazy. Both her and her bladder are going mad.
I let her go and was standing guard at the door when, to my horror, a car suddenly pulled into the driveway and a snooty woman stepped out.
Of course.
Hey, you girl. What are you doing lurking around my house? Were you thinking of breaking in?
Yeah, actually. Why else would she be standing there, to be honest?
What? No, of course not. I'm a Girl Scout selling cookies. Yeah, I study in the, Aston Bridge School for Girls.
I mean, decent excuse, I guess.
Oh, I see. It's a lovely school. I know many people whose children go there. Sorry for my mistake.
Doesn't explain the unnecessary lurking around, but it was good enough for this lady.
I'll be happy to buy some cookies from you. Put me down for 20 boxes.
20 boxes? Why the hell do you need 20 boxes?
It's, $5 a box, so that'll be $100. I'm putting your name down on my list, and I'll drop them by tomorrow.
That's perfect, sweetie. Here's the money. I'll see you soon.
Yo, is scamming rich people this easy? Sign me up then, I'd love free $100 bills.
Just then, I saw Meredith slip out the window, and as soon as the lady went in, we ran like crazy down the block and then collapsed on some grass.
The lady just casually didn't notice someone falling out her window. Nice.
Look, I took some pastries from her kitchen. Perfect for a spontaneous picnic.
That's stealing.
Oh, you're one to talk. I heard the whole cookie conversation from inside. You took that lady's money and you're never gonna give her any cookies.
I'm sorry, but you're telling me that Meredith was able to find where the bathroom was in this lady's big house, peed, found the lady's kitchen and took pastries, and listened to the whole conversation? Sounds realistic to me.
I was just trying to distract her before she caught your butt. I didn't think she'd be dumb enough to actually give me the money. I can return it.
Look, she didn't do it out of the goodness of her heart. She's a rich snob who was being really rude till she thought you were someone rich too. You didn't force her to give you money at gunpoint. Oh, Claire, this has just given me the best idea.
You're not serious.
Yes, I am. Dumb people deserve to be tricked.
Dumb people deserve to be tricked. Best quote of the day.
And what does $100 mean to someone who has a gold toilet seat?
I knew it was wrong, but it was also so easy.
Also, yeah, $100 would not mean much for these rich people. It just comes down to the question of whether it's morally right to do or not.
And before I knew it, Meredith and I were wearing private school uniforms and hitting different neighborhoods.
Where'd y'all get the uniforms from?
Collecting money for Girl Scout cookies that we had no intention to deliver. We made $2,000 in a month.
Damn! What the fuck? These girls need to start one of those online classes on salesmanship. Except the difference is their advice would most likely actually work.
But one day, when we went up to a rich old lady's house, she invited us in and even offered us cake as we signed her up. How many boxes will that be, ma'am?
Oh, none, thank you. You see,
I don't buy imaginary cookies.
Oof. She knows.
I'd heard that there were 2 conning Girl Scouts in town, and I was ready for you. I've called the police, and you 2 will end up in a detention center.
That escalated quickly. Okay, lady, did you poison their cake slices too, or what?
Just then, there was a loud bang and the power went out. In the confusion, Meredith kicked the old lady and yelled, "Run!"
Oh my. Meredith truly is a colorful character to be stealing, breaking into homes, and kicking old people. But also, that was not necessary. Come on.
As we were sprinting down the street, I suddenly noticed a nerdy-looking boy my age running beside us too, grinning and waving at us.
What the hell? Who the heck are you?
Hey, hold on. Who are you?
I'm your new neighbor, Freddy. I'm the one who saved you from that old crow.
What? I'm so confused right now.
New neighbor? You moved into the house next to ours? Why are you here?
I was bored and saw you girls leaving your house, so I followed you for fun.
He's going to become like that guy who stalked the girl in the story. Guys, this is not okay to do. Don't follow people without them knowing.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone about your little cookie secret. When I heard that old lady threatening you, I went to the main circuit board and pulled out a wire with my tweezer, which I always keep handy.
Why though? Do you often break wires or what?
Listen, you geek, what do you want? If you think you're gonna get a cut of our profits.
No, my parents are well off.
They're neurosurgeons.
I just want to be friends.
I don't know, man. You seem a bit weird and not in a good way.
I swear, I don't have any siblings and I don't know anyone here.
What if we say no?
I'll keep following you around until you say yes?
It's always good to learn to take a no early on.
Okay, fine. Congratulations. You got yourself 2 friends.
Oh, I'm so happy! Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
He's lucky they didn't question him further.
And from that day on, that goof really did become our best friend, especially mine. He was like the sibling I never had. I mean, the nice sibling who did my nails and watched the channel I wanted to watch on TV without arguing.
It's not a real MSA video unless they add some advertising in there.
He was also really generous. I didn't want to take advantage of it, but Meredith and Mom had no problem keeping all the gifts he was always getting us.
Of course Meredith wouldn't have problems with it. Have you learned nothing?
We joined the 11th grade. A new drama unfolded in our lives. A family moved into the huge white house across the street.
Apparently, there was a huge white house across the street now.
Apparently, the couple who'd bought the place was loaded, and they had 5 teenage boys.
Finally, some eligible bachelors on our street.
Oh my god. Okay.
Thanks. My feelings aren't hurt at all.
Oh, I'm sorry I left you out, sweetie. Maybe you'll find someone too. I mean, they have 5 boys. There's a good chance one of them is gay.
That completely caught me off guard.
What? Why would you think?
Okay, girls, here's a basket of goodies for you to take over as a welcome present.
What kind of gift basket is this? It looks like she just went grocery shopping for Italian food.
Now go.
Throw yourselves at those boys.
Where's your decency at? What the heck? Also, they're still minors.
And we were welcomed by the ugliest quadruplets ever. They were really sweet and really excited to see us, but with their orange hair, acne, and buck teeth, they were not a pretty sight.
Sucks to suck, I guess. Some of us can't help being ugly. I'm just kidding.
Man, I feel sorry for those parents. Like, you know, Mom got one average-looking kid, but God made it up by giving her me.
This girl, though, I swear to...
But those parents, God decided to use copy-paste on that ugly model. They must have done something terrible to deserve this.
You are so rude.
Oh, shut up. I know you're thinking the same. I just have the guts to say it out loud.
You have the guts to do many things, out loud and around. Also, she finally said something after, 16 years. Let's leave a round of applause. Give it up for this girl whom I forgot the name of.
But then a day later, I'd just woken up when the bell rang, and I opened the door to find the most gorgeous boy ever standing outside.
Gotta love the meanie cliffhanger at the end. It's always good to have a hot boy character to spice things up.
Even though we all know where this is headed.
Okay, so this was the first episode of Con Sisters. Not going to lie, everything was all over the place, so I can't even tell if I like this story or not. Claire, I think the girl's name is fine in my view. She's the most rational and likable one there. Meredith is a pure greedy psycho. If she doesn't have the money, she will find any way as long as it's not literal murder. The mom is definitely a big spoiled baby. The father is worse though, he just disappeared randomly. The friend is a creep, but that's typical in any MSA story. I think that's mainly it. The side characters were funny to watch. Overall, I don't have a solid opinion on the story yet. Seemed kind of meh to me, but maybe it'll get better. And wackier. I will review episode 2 after I post another video about, whatever. I can promise y'all that. Let me know if you have any other video suggestions for this channel. Thank you for helping contribute to this channel's growth. Your subscriptions and likes and comments are loved. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. If you liked what you saw, you can always click the thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video with someone. It makes me really happy to see people enjoying my content. I have a Twitch, it's Xyro Gamer. I stream various games about twice a week. I always have a schedule too. I post artworks and reels on Instagram from time to time. I make cartoon-style artworks. I have a music channel where I post electronic instrumental songs. The songs are pretty amateur, but I would appreciate if you guys decide to give them a listen. I'm going to try to upload videos here twice a month, but I can't promise consistency yet. And with that, I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!